you don't need to add water. I think it's plenty, unless you want more gravy. But essentially, I think the soup stock and the amount of liquids that are going to come out of the meat are going to be enough. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Now, with a pressure cooker, you don't start the time until it attains pressure. So get it to be about 15 minutes, and yeah, once it starts to whistle or fizz at you, and then and we'll but wait till it gets to boiling point, and then wait till it pressurizes. Like I said, a pressure cooker is essentially an oven. It will cook in an oven, and it will get the temperature much higher than normal boiling point. We're still waiting for it to pressurize. I'm using a high heat to get it to temperature. Once it starts to fizzle and it hits temperature, then I turn the fire down. In the meantime, for vegetables, well, let's go ahead and start our broccoli, and just start boiling the water on our broccoli. And let's go ahead and cook that. Not too high. We don't want to use too high of a temperature. We just want to get the water to boiling. Remember to put salt in the water. That'll make it boil a lot faster. Here we can see the broccoli coming to a boil, and so it's coming to a boil. I'm going to go ahead and cover it. See the pressure cooker. The pressure is pressurizing, and we see steam coming out on the sides. So it's getting ready to start to fizzle. Once it starts to fizzle, then we know that the pressure is optimum. Then we start timing. I'm thinking now 10 minutes. It doesn't take much to cook. Here's that fizzling sound. It's just starting to fizzle. You can kind of see coming right out over here the pressure. So it's attaining a high boiling point, and it's attaining pressure. So from this time on, we're going to start timing 10 minutes. I'm going to turn the fire down. Okay, we're going to go for 10 minutes, and the timer has started. Is pretty much done. Let's go ahead and take a look. It's al dente. You can see the broccoli is still dark green. It's very nice. I'm going to turn off the fire. It's boiling. I'm going to take it over to the sink and just kind of dump it. We're going to have nice broccoli along as a side dish to our roast beef. Of course, the cooking time varies depending on how thick your roast is. If your roast is like really thick, then you might want to add more cooking time. Kill it. Go fire. And 5 more minutes. Now my fish timer is telling me that it's almost time to open up the roast beef pot. There we go. So it's okay. We can just no rush or no hurry. We're just going to do that. Okay, now we're going to open the pot, and this is the scary part about pressure cookers. There's if you look very closely at the pressure cooker, you'll see that it has the seal on, and this is the steam release. So you want to steam release it first. This is showing that there's still pressure. The yellow button is still up, and well, the yellow button's up. You can't actually unlock the lid. So the first thing you want to do is release the steam. I always stand back away from it and release the steam that away. So we're releasing the steam, and we're waiting for this yellow button to zoom up to it. Yellow button to actually go down. Once it's down, then I know the pressure's off. It's safe to open. Okay. So this is nothing to it, nothing to be afraid of as far as the pressure cooker is concerned. Read all the instructions on your pressure cooker. Make sure the seal is good. But we're using a stainless steel pot. I love stainless steel pressure cookers. I don't recommend using aluminum. Aluminum, they say, in long term causes brain damage. But just use. I'd rather use a stainless steel thing. You hear the sound going away now? It's almost out of pressure. And now we're going to once the gas has been released, the yellow button is down, and so it's not under pressure. It's okay to open it up. I'm going to go ahead and pull the green locking lever back, and I'm going to turn it, and voila, our roast beef. And see, look how much water is in there already. The liquids that came out of the onions, the caramelized onions, and the carrots are all done. And let me get a fork, or let me go ahead and pick it up with my tongs. Our small but respectful roast beef is pretty much cooked. And so I'm just going to go ahead and take the meat out and let it sit and cool off for a while. So I'm going to just go ahead and put it in my wok and let it rest a little bit. And later on we're going to turn this wonderful soup-like beef soup into gravy. And that's more than enough gravy, I would think, for everyone, serving everyone there. Now we're going to turn this wonderful soup into gravy. We're going to use Japanese cornstarch, and then we're going to get a bowl with cold water and put this in and mix it. Measured amount of cornstarch, I don't know, a tablespoon, something like that. Turn on the fire, and get your cornstarch. You want to put the cornstarch in cold while the gravy's at a boil, and it'll make it thicker. Just throw it in there. There you go. It's getting thicker already. Interesting. We're gonna slice it up and get it on the serving plate. Now that we've cleaned it up a little bit and cut our roast beef and plate it up onto the plate. Long blade. Yeah, it's not too dry. It looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and move it to the table. See, I've already plated up the broccoli and separated the carrots. Took the carrots out of the soup. We cooked the carrots in with the roast beef. And we have the table set for two. Oh, we've got to get the gravy. Now, and we hope that you enjoyed watching this segment of how to cook roast beef. You'll find how easy it is to make roast beef. It's a delicious food, and we've got gravy and all kinds of things. I think that it's one of the simpler things to do. This will feed four. It's no big deal. A real inexpensive way to eat dinner. I hope that you continue to watch CinemaXJapan for other cooking tips and other things. Thank you.